What up, Taurus? Welcome back to Grizzly Tarot. My name's Dan, and I'm here to do your bi-weekly love reading. So just remember, these are general messages, so they may or may not resonate. If it doesn't resonate to you, I'm sorry. It happens. If it does resonate, awesome. Give me a thumbs up, a like, share, comment, all that cool stuff. Let me know what you thought. This can resonate to Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus Taurus signs. If you don't know what that is, go ahead and look down in the description. It has a link to where you can look up your natal chart. Also, if you would like a personal reading from me, you can email me at grizzlytarot@gmail.com, and I can get you set up with that. You can also look down in the description. I have it down there as well. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. So, Taurus, what we got? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in love. What is our current love life situation? 12 plus, please. Whoop. Feels like heavy energy, dude. Yeah, like suddenly I can't breathe. And one. Beautiful. Gonna need a new deck soon. Just getting sticky. Ooh. All right. Why are you sticking together? Please stop it. Oh, who you leaving behind? Who you leaving behind? Who you trying to leave out in the cold? Oh, okay. Ooh, why are you being like that? All right, you need chill. You need to chill. All right. All right, Taurus. So in your current energy, you have the Six of Wands, okay? Six of Wands is, you could be dealing with the fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Wands are fire energy. It's also like passionate energy. But the, can't even say the card. The Six of Wands is upright. It's like the victory card, okay? It's either the victory card or like driving forward, passionately, motivated. It's also a card of like acknowledgement or like being acknowledged, getting a lot of attention. So in the reverse, it talks about not getting a lot of attention. It could talk about like a failure, a lose in a situation. It could also talk about being very egotistical and a fall from grace. Okay, so like a fall from grace is where like everything's super awesome, everything's going super well, and then all of a sudden like some shit happens and like you have a fall from grace. It's like, say, that's the way to put it. You just won 10 basketball games in a row, one-on-one. And then all of a sudden, like, you lose your 11th. Like, that's a fall from grace. Like, you were doing so fucking amazing, and all of a sudden you have a fall from grace, and, like, you're losing, right? So, like, whatever's going on in the situation, you're not winning. You feel like you're not winning. You feel like you can't get ahead in this situation. Maybe you feel like you're not getting enough energy from someone. Feel like you're not getting enough attention from someone, or not getting any attention from someone, or maybe you're not giving attention to someone. So I feel really that it's like you feel like this was a failure, whatever the situation was, whoever you were dealing with. I feel like you think it's a big failure, and you're just like, well, I fucked up. It didn't work. There was no victory here. So like that alone is a fall from grace, and it's kind of like a hit to your ego. Like, wow, I didn't make this work. Like, what the fuck, right? So your challenge here is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles is the nurturing mother. She takes like a stable pentacle, as you can see in the card, if I can pick it up. She takes a stable pentacle, and she's like, I'm going to nurture this, and I'm going to like do whatever I can to watch it grow and like build it as stable and beautifully as I possibly can, right? It's a very fertile card. As you can see, there's a bunch of like greenery and trees all around. So it signifies like fertility and growth. In the reverse, it's like, being this is your challenge is not nurturing this anymore. Okay, you're trying to figure out a way to not nurture it, or to not keep pouring your energy into this. Okay, that was the perfect way of putting it. That's your challenge, to not pour your energy into this, and to kind of just like let it, I guess, die out, because you've already know like there was a failure here, like it didn't work out. So right now, like you need to let it just kind of drop, let it just fall. And I think you're already on that path just because of the other cards here. Hang on. Anybody that has a mustache or a beard, you know the struggles. But all right. So in the past, you have the Magician in the reverse. Magician in the reverse can either be a card of manipulation, where you're trying to manipulate a person or manipulate a situation, or somebody was manipulating you or a situation, or it's a card of like not trying to manifest something, or something wasn't manifested. Being that it's in the past, I think it's probably a mix of like somebody in the situation wasn't trying to manifest it. Like one person could have been trying to do it and the other person was like, nope, not trying to manifest this, don't want it, go away. And so like one person wasn't trying to manifest it, or both people. And therefore in the past, like this coming together in this like happy relationship didn't happen, right? So now your goal right now, you have the Five of Pentacles. Burps. I really don't understand why water gives me burps, but it does. Your goal right now is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a card of like being left out in the cold. So basically like you're trying to maybe keep yourself out in the cold, or just push somebody else out or push somebody out in the cold away from you, and just be like, nope, you're not in this warm, happy connection anymore. Get the fuck out of here. Like you're looking at it as like you're inside the church and you're nice and happy and warm. Like it looks pretty lit up in there. So I'm sure there's heat or like a fire or something. They're nice and warm. And these two people are left out in the cold. And it's like, nope, fuck you. You're not allowed in here for whatever reason. So that's your goal. Whether it's you're trying to leave them out in the cold, or maybe they made you feel left out in the cold and you're like, you know what, fine, you pushed me out into the cold, I'm going to stay out here. And you're trying to just basically keep that disconnect, keep away from them. And what's driving you is the Ten of Wands. Okay, you've had enough. You've been carrying this burden for so long, you've done so much work towards it, and it's like, no, now it's really just starting to fucking weigh on me, or weigh on you. Come on. Fucking throat. So it's like, okay, I will like speak in the first person. It's like, oh my God, like fuck this. This is really like starting to weigh on me. I put so much energy into this, so much time, so much effort, and it's like this hasn't done anything for me. So you know what? I'm just gonna take all my efforts and all my energy, and I'm gonna go elsewhere, and I'm gonna leave you out in the cold. Okay. This is also a 10. A 10 is a completion, an end of a cycle. And whenever you end one cycle, you automatically start another cycle. It's a given. Like there's no like, oh, I'm gonna complete this cycle and just wait. No, as soon as you end one cycle, you start another one. Okay. You don't have to go anywhere with it right away, but you're done. This 10 right here in your driving factor means that you're done. You're like, I've had enough. I've put up with this for long enough. Like, no, I'm done. You can stay out in the cold, or I can stay out in the cold from you, whatever. We're done. Like, I don't want to feed any more energy into this because I've already drained myself enough. Okay. So in the near future, you have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a card of planning, like your future progress, where you're going to go, who you're going to see, who you're going to date, whatever. Okay. And so maybe this is also a card about decisions, because there's like twos are always like about decisions typically. So it could be like you have an option in the future, like to go two different routes. Like, do I go with this person? Do I go with that person? Like this old person, this new person? Oh, two new people. Which one do I choose? And so it's basically saying like you're going to pick one of these. Or there's two ways to look at this. So it can either be that you have a choice between two people, because sometimes you look at this upright as you have a choice between two people. In the reverse, it sometimes is like, okay, you picked someone, right? You made up your mind which one you want. But also in the upright, it can be like you made up your mind. It just depends on the situation. Being that this is a card projecting the future, I can't tell you what that it is. Sorry about the Taurus. Fucking spam callers. Like, I swear I get them all the time, and like I'm sick of it. So okay, like I was saying, it can either be like you have a choice between two people, or it's okay, I made up my mind, I'm going to leave this one behind me and I'm choosing this one and I'm going forward with my plans. Like, and I point to the world with plans because like they're grand plans. Like you basically see like, okay, I'm going to take this right here and I have the world in the palm of my hands. I can do anything, right? So in the future. I think you're going to be implementing these plans and or this new ideas, whatever, and basically like taking a new route and being like, okay, you know what? I have the world in the palm of my hands. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can go wherever I want. I don't have to sit in this draining situation, this overburdening situation, right? So your internal influence, you have Two of Cups in reverse. Two of Cups is a card of a harmonious, loving connection, two people coming together. It could be a relationship, could be a marriage, could be a friendship, but it's just a harmonious soulmate connection, right? In the reverse, it's like there's a huge disconnect, there's disharmony, and being that this is your internal energy, you're just like, no, I'm breaking away from this. This was a big failure. I don't want to put my energy into it anymore. I need to get away from it. So you know what? I am disconnecting from this. I am breaking the connection. I am staying away, and I don't want this upright Two of Cups. Fuck that. I want separation. Okay. That could mean literal separation, like in a marriage sense too. For someone that might be happening. Who knows? Now externally, from you, the external energy, I usually look at that as the other person. It doesn't always have to be. But it's the Queen of Cups in the reverse, okay? The Queen of Cups in the reverse, or the Queen of Cups upright is like the nurturing mother who like always kind of takes care of everybody. She's very emotional, very caring, compassionate. She takes care of everyone. In the reverse though, that's when like she's like, okay, fucking taking care of all of you. I've done that for too long. I'm going to take care of me. Okay? And in other words, you might not see this as like this other person as like, oh, they never took care of me. Like you might see it as like, they never took care of me. Like I was always taking care of them. That might be the case. Okay. I'm not saying they always did take care of you, but they're kind of just looking at it now like, nope, I'm not offering you my love anymore. I'm just going to focus my love and my compassion and all my time and energy on me. Right. So that's more than likely this person. Like they're like, no, like I'm not focusing my time and effort on you anymore either. Like I'm focusing on me and giving my love to me and my compassion to me. Cause excuse me, again with the fucking water. For whatever reason, they're just like, nope, I'm focusing on me. Like you don't get any of my love, so you know what, fuck off. Like I'm giving all my love to me, right? Now your hope here, and this is where before I was like, why you gotta be like that? Your hope here is the devil. Okay, that can talk about like toxic connections, and like staying bound to a person. I don't think your hope is that here, because like you're trying to keep this person out in the cold. Maybe you're hoping this person, like you're gonna move on and this person will get stuck to you and like they'll just like grieve over you, which is a devilish thing because it's kind of manipulative and it's kind of a negative thing to wish on someone. It could also be, it's fucking storming out right now. It could also be like you're hoping to manipulate this person. You're hoping negative things on this person. The devil's all about toxicity, negativity, just bad omens, like just really like dark energy, and it's just really just shitty energy. So it's like you're hoping for the worst for this person, or like the worst in this situation where it's like, fuck you, like I just want you to like burn, like I just want you to like have like the worst in everything, the worst in life, like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I don't care. I just want you to go fuck yourself. Like you're just basically wishing the worst on this person, right? And again, it could be that like you're hoping that this person stays bound to you, like you move on and this person just stuck on you forever. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's your hope. That's a really fucked up thing. You should probably work on that. Yeah, don't be like that. You should hope for like forgiveness with this person. And I don't mean that in a sense like, oh, let's forgive each other and get back together. Like, no, like forgiveness, like for yourself for staying in a toxic situation, for them, for like, you should hope like to forgive them for whatever they did to you. Like, so this way you can just move on from them. Like that way you don't have this toxic connection anymore, whether it's you or them, because if they're still connected to you, you're still connected to them in a way too. Whether you feel it or not, it will come up. Okay. And your fear here, you have the world in the reverse. So you're afraid that this cycle is not going to be over, and you're afraid of unfinished business, or like the business being unfinished. Okay. The world is a card of completions, and new beginnings, but in the reverse, it's like talks about incomplete cycles, unfinished business, things not coming to an end and new beginnings not happening, basically. So like you're afraid that like this isn't going to come to an end, this cycle isn't going to end, and it's going to stay unfinished. And like that makes perfect sense. Like you want this to be over, you want this to be done. A good way to do that though is to allow a lot of forgiveness and just love into the situation. And I don't mean like forgiveness like, well, I forgive you, come back to me. And I don't mean love like, oh no, I love you. I mean like forgiveness, like forgive yourself for staying in it for too long. Forgive this person for everything they did to you, and just send them love and just be like, you know what? Like energetic love. I don't mean like go like hug them. Like just like energetically send them like love and forgiveness, so that way you can move on without any like resentment and like hate in your heart, and that way you can move on happily to your next situation, your next soulmate, right? So your outcome here, you have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a card of working together. Okay, so it could be a third party situation where like, oh, okay, here's a scenario I'm seeing. You're hoping that they stay bound to you, or you're hoping that like you two stay linked, but in the future you're choosing a new direction. You're not choosing this one anymore, and you're choosing this. So you're putting them in a third party situation where you're like kind of leaving someone on the hook, where it's like, oh, no, maybe, I don't know, but you're not rejecting them, but you're not saying yes to them either. And you're kind of just like stringing them along, and again, keeping them like bound to you by that chain, right? I never picked up the Devil card, but keeping them bound to you by that chain while also manipulating them and starting something with someone else, which is putting them in a third party situation. Taurus, if this really is you, this is fucked up. Okay, maybe this feels like a revenge thing, because in the past you have the Magician in the reverse, which also talks about a magician thing. This is Taurus. This is a revenge thing. This is a revenge read. That's what this is about. Oh, okay. That took me a little while to get to. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Obviously, like, this person must have hurt you at some point that you're trying to get revenge on them. But, like, come on. Really? I think you're putting this person in a third-party situation, or you're trying to. Okay? And maybe it's reverse energy, so please don't hit me in the comments and be like, no, that was them. It wasn't me. Like, the energies can be reversed. I could be saying you when it really is the other person. Like, just take it how it resonates. Like if one story that's them and one story that's you, okay, stick to that. It doesn't have to be the exact way that I'm saying it, but the storyline is here. Okay, there's manipulation involved. Somebody's trying to fucking put somebody else in a third party situation. Okay, I would say like the outcome is like, okay, you guys are gonna be working together somehow, blah blah blah, but like no, I really don't think that's what this is, because you're trying to leave them out in the cold. You're not nurturing this anymore. It was like a failure. And I mean, it could be that like your challenge is to stop nurturing it. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you keep putting energy into this when like you shouldn't be putting energy into this, and it's saying your outcome is you're going to be working with this person when you shouldn't be. That could be somebody's situation too. But being that your goal is somebody's a gold digger. Being that your goal is to leave somebody out in the cold, or to be left out in the cold, whatever one it is, I definitely feel like this is just like a revengeful, spiteful, like manipulation energy, where like somebody's trying to get back at someone else and like put them in a third party situation, like keep them bound to you while you move on to new things, like, but still keep this person around. And it's really fucked up and really not good. So like if you're doing that, like please don't do that. And another reason why I say this, why I really think it is because at the bottom of the deck, which is the undertone for the entire reading, you have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. The Queen of Wands in the reverse talks about like a need for regaining your confidence, a need for regaining like your self-respect, your self-worth, reestablishing like a sense of who you are and what your worth is and what your value is, right? Reevaluate your sense of self, right? So that would make a lot of sense to me, that like somebody who like doesn't have a lot of self-confidence and is really down on themselves and like doesn't have a sense of self-worth, or like feels like somebody else put their sense of self-worth down, so now they think less of themselves, would do something spiteful and manipulative like this to try and throw somebody into a third party like situation, and it's really fucked up. But like okay, it is fucked up, and no, I'm not going to justify what you're doing, whoever this is. I'm not going to say it's okay. I'm saying, but I understand when you get knocked down a level like that and somebody makes you feel less than, you can easily like get that fucking spiteful energy and be like, I'm going to show them. I'm going to put them in a fucking situation where like they want me, but you know, I'm going to have someone else. Huh. Like some like kind of like fuck you energy. Like literally fuck you energy, right? This reading was actually really quick now that I'm looking at it. Sorry, text messages. So the big thing I'm going to say is like, don't let somebody else fucking diminish your sense of self-worth and like your self-confidence and who you are. Like, it's not worth it. Trust me. Just reestablish, like, figure out who you are and your values and regain that confidence. Fuck other people, what they think, and how they make you feel. Don't get revenge. It never works out because you're going to make some really bad fucking karma for yourself, and it's going to come back. It's going to come back, and it's going to bite you in the ass. What are all these noises? Oh. And I guarantee you, it's going to come back, and it's going to bite you in the ass, and you're not going to be happy. So your advice card here, you have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So I'm going to say two things here. Do not keep extending your love to somebody that you're just, or like extending your love and like pretending to offer them love when really you're trying to trap them into a manipulative situation. That's one thing I'm going to say. The other thing, give yourself self-love. Reestablish your sense of self and your sense of self-worth and who you are, and know that you can love yourself enough that you don't need to do all this spiteful, resentful shit, because it's going to bite you in the ass. I assure you that. Whether you think you can get around karma or not, the universe will always come back to bite you in the ass when you do some fucked up shit. It might not be, if you're trying to put somebody in a third party situation, doesn't mean you're going to get put in a third party situation later down the line. It could be anything, right? Car could fucking explode. I don't know. Could be anything. Please, I hope your car doesn't explode. That would really fucking suck. If it does, I hope nobody was around it, and I hope you weren't in it. But, just saying. The Ace of Cups is like a grand gesture of love, like a new offer of love or the same offer of love, but like a grand gesture of genuine love. In the reverse, it's like you need to give that love to yourself. And this being your advice card, it could also be, it's a card, like in the reverse, it's no offer of love or no offer being extended, or again, self-love. So I'm going to say it both ways. Don't extend love to somebody or pretend you're extending love to someone just to bring them into a manipulative situation, because it's really fucked up. And also love yourself. Love yourself enough to realize that you don't have to do this to somebody else just because they made you feel less than. Okay? It's not worth it. Trust me. So Taurus, that's what I have for you. Again, I really hope this isn't you. I hope like I'm just reading the energies backwards and like it's the other person. But if it is you, you might want to look yourself in the mirror and be like, okay, you know what, I'm probably doing something that's a little fucked up and it's going to bite me in the ass. I'm telling you right now, it's going to bite you in the ass. So that's what I have for you. I hope it resonated. I really hope it didn't resonate to some though, because like that's a pretty fucked up reading. But if you like this video, please give me a like, that little thumbs up button, share, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Let me know what you thought. And again, if you guys would like to purchase a personal reading, please feel free to email me at grizzlytarot@gmail.com and I can get you set up with that. We'll figure out whatever kind of reads you want to do. That's all down below in the description. And yeah, so guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.